Hello, everyone. Hope you are doing well. And let's start with today's story titled, My Mom Took My Cheating Ex-Girlfriend's Side Over Mine, and I Can Never Forgive Her. I was raised by a single mom. My dad died 2 years after I was born. I focused on my career for the most part of my life, and my mom supported me doing that. When I was 20, I met my ex-girlfriend and we got together. We were colleagues first, but she told me she'd work in a different sector soon. In her new workplace, she met a new guy who she fell in love with while being in a relationship with me. I only found out because she admitted to having sex with him to me after she went out for girls' night with her friends. I immediately broke up with her and threw her out. After a few hours of me trying to process what happened, my mom called me and shouted at me that she hasn't raised me like this. I was confused and asked what she meant, and she said that my ex-girlfriend accused me of cheating on her and that she found proof of that on my phone. I couldn't believe what I just heard. I tried to talk to my mother, telling her that the exact opposite is true and that she has cheated on me, but she didn't believe me. Part of the reason is probably because she and my mom truly loved each other. I never had a problem with that. Till then, I liked how they got along with each other. My mother called me a liar and she said she'd disinherit me from her will, as she's not having a cheater as a son. She said she never wants to see me again. Then later, my grandparents called me to tell me how disappointed they are of me, and that I deserve every bad thing that is to come. You know what the worst thing was? I found out that my cheating ex-girlfriend continued to meet with my mom after everything she did. All of this was so painful for me. The only person that sided with me was my best friend, who was furious with her. I talked to him and he hugged me and I cried in his arms. I know many people would think that's unusual for two guys, but his support really helped me get through this. 1 year later, when I was already over it, my doorbell rang, and when I opened, I saw my mom with teary eyes. And I began to feel how my emotions are coming up, and I slammed the door and started crying, asking her what the F she wants here. She said she wanted to talk to me and that she was so sorry. After she begged for 15 minutes straight, I gave in and opened the door. She said my ex admitted that she cheated when she was drunk. She apologized profusely and said that she knows that she failed as a mother, not believing her own child. I told her that I accept her apology, but I don't want to see her now, and that I probably can never forgive her, even though she begged me to forgive her. Over the last few months, she started calling me daily just to hear my voice, as she said. She said she missed me, then apologized again and asked if I could just come over. Her voice always sounded kind of painful, and she always says how much she loves me, and that even though she could understand that I hate her, she cannot live with this thought in her head. I don't even hate her. I still love her. She is still my mom, but the trust is broken. I can never trust her again, because what if I got into a relationship again? Who says that she wouldn't just believe their word over mine again? I appreciate her efforts, but I just cannot forgive her or even see her now, and I hope she understands that I need time. And the first update, after reading too many comments yesterday, I decided to meet with my mom today to clarify everything. I texted her to come over, and she didn't hesitate. She literally appeared at my door within 15 minutes. Many of you pointed out good points I should ask her. Even though she called several times, we rarely really talked. So when she came over, I sat her down in the living room. There, I asked about my grandparents, her will, and if she is still in contact with my ex. She explained that she had told my grandparents and she expected them to call me, but it seems like they were too stubborn. She also said I'm in her will again. She then started talking crap about my ex. She said that when she found out, she punched her so hard that my ex lost a few teeth. I very much doubt the accuracy of this story detail, but I wanted to share it anyway because, for me, it was a funny thing to think about. She said she told her to F off and threw her out of the house. She then again started apologizing profusely and telling me that she knows how hard she messed up and that I probably can never trust her, but she wants to do everything in her power to make this right. She explained that the man before my father had cheated on her, so infidelity was a sensitive topic for her. And then she said that she regrets not believing me, or even remotely hearing my side of the story. I sat quiet while she explained all this. I then asked her how I know that I could trust her now. What would happen if I got into a similar situation, and if she would just throw me away again? She said I have her word, and I replied that her word is basically meaningless, as I don't trust her in the first place. She didn't reply to that answer properly and again begged me to forgive. I told her that I cannot forgive her for now, and maybe I will never be able to forgive her, but I also see her efforts, and if she wants me in her life again, then she has to show me that I can count on her. She started tearing up. I could tell she tried to hold in her tears the entire time, but then she broke down crying, and with a whimpering voice she asked if she could at least give me a hug. I accepted that, and she said she's going to make this right no matter what it takes, and then she left. Now, while I am kinda touched in how she shows how much she regrets doing what she did, I am really concerned about my own reaction. When she broke down and I saw my own mother there on the floor crying, I didn't feel anything. I wasn't sad, I wasn't angry, I wasn't happy, and I certainly didn't show any sort of empathy for her. I just couldn't. During the year of having no contact with her, I refused to go to therapy. Maybe it's not too late to do that now. In the end, I want to thank all of you for your nice comments and support. I tried to read every single one of your comments, but the post kinda exploded way more than I expected. Have a nice day. And the second update 4 months later. So I was in therapy, and I feel so much better now. Doesn't mean that I forgot what happened. I honestly have to admit, my mom really improved herself. I moved into a new apartment last month, and when I asked her to help, she immediately said yes. Even though the day of me moving was a day where she had important appointments on her job, which she canceled to be there for me. She calls me almost every day to ask me how I am. Sometimes she even drives to my workplace to leave me a bit of lunch there. She also visits me at home just to see me. She says she wants to hear my voice. I still cannot fully trust her. I am in therapy, but I'm not sure if I ever will be able to. But I do recognize her efforts to make things right. She also talked to my grandparents again and made them apologize, but I couldn't care less about them. They were still dickheads, even after the truth came out. Some of you might be interested in what happened to my ex. The last thing I heard from her was that the guy she cheated on me with has now cheated on her too, and he just saw her as some kind of fling. But that's just hearsay from the friends of my best friend. I don't know if it's true or not, and I don't really care about her at all. But if it was true, it would be great karma though. And the third and last update, 2 months later. My mom visited me almost every day after her work, told me about her day, and asked me about mine. She always asks me if I feel okay and if she can do anything. And today we seriously had a good time. We watched a movie, she cooked something for me, and it was overall really wonderful today. I can't lie. Every day when she left, she hugged me for goodbye, but I never hugged her back. I was still careful, but when she did it today, I finally hugged her back and told her that I forgive her. My heart was beating really hard and fast when these words came out of my mouth. It took a lot of strength in me to say this. Most likely because I absolutely had no idea what her reaction would be. A few months ago, I could have never imagined to say these words. She first looked at me with a surprised face, and from one second to another she broke down in tears in my arms, thanking me repeatedly. I was kinda lost and didn't know how to respond now. She just went on about how much she loves me and how proud she is to call me her son, because not everyone would have been able to forgive her after this huge mistake she made, and how terrible she feels that she ever thought I could be a cheater. And then she said that she will always be there for me and she will call me tomorrow. I'm not lying when I say that this entire moment felt like a scene out of a drama movie, but I'm here for it. She made a horrible mistake, I know that, but I can't hold this unforgiveness in my heart forever, especially after seeing all the efforts she put into our relationship. This might not be the update some of you want to read, but I feel good the way it is, and that's what's important. Oh, wow. Mom of the year over here. Here's drama and instantly sides with the ex without even letting her own son speak. Then disinherits him again like it's just a casual Tuesday. Incredible parenting, truly. And next, the second story. Ex-fiance, 32 female, of 8+ years broke up with me, 32 male, via text message 3 years ago and disappeared. Now she is trying to rejoin our circle of mutual friends, and I am struggling with it extremely hard. Me and a girl who I will just call Jessica were a couple for 8+ years and engaged for 3+ of them. I met her through a mutual friend in my group of friends. We ended up hitting it off pretty quickly as our dorky and nerdy hobbies aligned really well. I personally fully expected to marry this person and spend the rest of my life with her. In early 2016, her job offered her an amazing opportunity to temporarily work 4 months in the company's satellite office, New Zealand. She was an environmental engineer, to temporarily manage and lead a new team. It was very sudden, and I was not really happy with the idea, but she really wanted this chance and opportunity, so off she went. I flew out to visit her after 2 months. Only when I arrived at the airport I got a text message from her. The message was short and more or less consisted of, she was sorry, but after thinking it through, she thinks it would be best if we went our separate ways from now on. She then completely blocked me on almost every single form of social media, cell phone, etc. I was confused, devastated, and became an absolute wreck. I remember completely breaking down in Auckland Airport. I spent the next 4 days living at a motel, basically trying to get into contact with her in any shape or form. She had apparently blocked everyone in our circle of friends. Even her close friends from our circle of friends were shocked, confused, and basically lost. Even her parents were extremely confused when I called them. Her dad, who I was extremely close with, we coached Pee-wee hockey together and played a lot of beer league for hockey together, refused to believe it at first. I was a mess for a solid year, but my close circle of friends managed to drag me out of my hellish hole, along with some therapy. Her best friends became close friends with me. About a year ago, she invited some of her old close friends to her wedding, among a bunch of other people from our group. No one went, and I quickly found out, which hurt me even more. Over a year ago, I started dating one of her old friends. As me and her had gotten close over the last 2 years or so, she felt quite hurt when Jessica basically ghosted her. Unfortunately, there was some awkwardness because she fully knew I was not fully over my ex, but she has been a supportive and amazing person, and I am extremely happy with her. Life was going great for me. Then in December, Jessica apparently moved back home after divorcing a few months after getting married. I don't know much, and I don't want to know. However, she is making this hugely concentrated effort to reconnect with people in our friend group, which is resulting in some very conflicted feelings for some people. Last week, I found out that Jessica and some of my friends have started playing Dungeons and Dragons, which frankly made me feel like crap. Part of me just wants to move on from this, but I am struggling hard. While my significant other has been extremely supportive, I just feel numb and don't really know what to do. Today, Jessica sent me a long Facebook message basically apologizing to me for what she did and asked to be friends. I didn't respond and blocked her. I told my significant other, and I just felt like I was going to break down. Right now, my significant other is saying she is worried about me and keeps asking me what I want to do. My significant other confessed that Jessica had sent her a similar message a few weeks ago, and she told her off. I don't know what I am supposed to do. I can't order my friends to not be friends with her. I just feel like a mess, and I am struggling with this as I feel like I am a teenager dealing with stupid drama again. And now to the update. Thank you all for your wonderful support. Anyways, I have tried my best to follow everyone's advice. I sat down with my significant other and explained to her how awesome she is and explained how I don't have any romantic feelings for my ex at all. All I really have is a lot of painful and hurtful memories. I also asked her what should I do, and she suggested I respond and tell her off to get closure to some degree. So I did that. I told her I don't want to be friends anymore. I want nothing to do with her. I explained how badly she hurt me. I am happy right now, and I just want her to leave me and my friends alone. She took it well, apologized one more time, and then basically said goodbye forever. That was honestly a huge load off my shoulders. I then went and told our group of friends and explained how much she hurt me and how I would rather we not start adding her to our gaming sessions, etc. Unfortunately, I ended up losing a bunch of friends and irreparably caused a lot of damage to our friends group. Many of them sided with me, but a bunch of them took the stance of, "You have no right to tell me who I can be friends with," among other complaints. A few people were very angry and told me I am being a terrible person as my ex is trying to repent and deal with the pain of her divorce. It was confusing and frankly just made everything more of a mess. In the end, a bunch of us ended up getting booted out of our Final Fantasy XIV free company, which then my significant other ended up kicking out a bunch of people from our Discord. I don't really know what is going to happen, but it really hurt to see some people I have known for years and even helped me get through it the first time suddenly take her side. TLDR, told my ex off, explained to people in our group of friends how she hurt me. It ended up breaking our circle of friends. Defending someone who already ghosted you is wild. If she does it again, that's on them. And that's the end of today's saga. Dear viewers, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss out. See you next time. Bye-bye.